I'm carrying on a lineage of catch wrestlers, you know, and true professional wrestlers from Carl Gotch to Billy Robinson to Minoru Suzuki to, you know, Fujiwara. The more tools I give them, which you have to earn the hard way through discipline, the more they realize, oh, I'm capable of this, and that builds confidence, and confidence spreads. And we're Team Ambition, and, you know, like, keep up or we'll drown you.
I'm representing this city right here, St. Louis, Missouri, our city.
It means what it means. When people step in the ring with Team Ambition, we're going to defend #OurCity.
I feel like I earn it every single day by showing up, busting my ass, and putting in the work.
Keep up or we'll drown you.
So when I hear our city, when I host our city, it's more than just a hashtag, it's more than just a catchy saying that Team Ambition has. It's love, it's heart, it's more than that.
May 28th, Warrior Wrestling comes to our city.
It's more than a hashtag, it's more than a cool jacket. It's my backyard. I grew up in St. Louis, born and raised in St. Louis.
You step in the ring with Team Ambition, oh, you gon' feel it, you gon' hurt it.
There ain't no quitters there. Ain't no quitters.
When you're with us, you got a regular A game.
This is our city.
When we step in that ring, it's about violence, it's about business, and it's about showing the world what Team Ambition is about.
I truly hope that you appreciated all the things that I gave to you, the way I sacrificed my body for all of you.
I'm the strength and conditioning coach. I make everybody big and strong and mean. So you know, when you step in the ring with Team Ambition, oh, you gon' feel it, you gon' hurt. 2 weeks, we cooking with a showcase. 2 of the best Team Ambition has to offer. You got the general and the quad fighter. We ain't no strangers to each other, and we already know what's good. We step in that ring, it's about violence, it's about business, and it's about showing the world what Team Ambition is about.
May 28th, Warrior Wrestling comes to our city, the city of St. Louis, and a Team Ambition showcases in part. You got myself, Mike Outlaw, real name, no gimmicks, against the Quad Father, Camaro Jackson. I fought Camaro, I've tagged with Camaro, I've been up and down the roads with Camaro. But this one is special. This one is showing what our city can do. We're Team Ambition. But once we're in the ring, it's one-on-one. Doesn't matter if you're in the ring with a friend, an enemy, a guy that you don't know. Once that bell rings, there is no team.
Sweat and tears. Look, Team Ambition just held one of the most grueling tryout camps we've ever had. 2 days, but that's what it takes to become part of this family. Team Ambition is like a family to Warhorse. Team Ambition is everything to me. And Team Ambition is coming to Warrior Wrestling to show up, show out, make heads roll. That is what we do. We fight for what we want. We fight for what we believe in. What we believe in is professional wrestling. Now, you might say Collinsville is Warhorse's home. St. Louis is Warhorse's home. Yeah, that's only half true because Warhorse's home is wherever the fans are. I have fans all over this planet. So to me, anywhere I go, I am home. But Collinsville, St. Louis, Warrior Wrestling, we are here to show up, we are here to show out, we are here to make an impact! Whether that impact is in the ring, whether that impact is in somebody's skull, it doesn't matter! One thing is for certain, and that is Warhorse is here to rule some ass!
I've been training for 4 years. I come here because I want to get better. It was meant to be. It was fate, to be honest. Come on, like, let's be honest. If you had the opportunity to train one of the best in the world, why would you not take that? You know what I mean? Being here, like, it's motivated me, it's helped me find my confidence. Hashtag our city, it means what it means. When people step in the ring with Team Ambition, we're going to defend hashtag our city. With us, you gotta bring your A game. Look here, Dion, you got them black boots, I got the black belt. I cannot wait to see who got the better style. I'll see you on the 28th.
There's one name I've been wanting to say, and I've been wanting to say it for 8 years, because a lot of you guys don't know this, but years ago, I teamed up with a man. I was in a tag match with someone that they considered at that point the best in the world, and everyone saw something. He was a former Ring of Honor champion, a man that could tie you up in knots, that could drop you David Richards. Now listen to my story, ladies and gentlemen. 8 years ago, when I was a 20-year-old boy, I got the chance to team up with David Richards. And you know what happened? I got my arse handed to me. And every time I needed a tag, he couldn't make it. Some guy the best in the world. And then after that, I don't remember much from that match, but I do remember being carried backstage and David Richards wasn't in sight to check on his partner. And then after that, you disappeared. And you left a lot of bad taste in everyone's mouth, but agree with me when you guys say we love a comeback story. We love a guy that saw that he was a bad guy and changed his life around, and now he's out there saving lives. The only problem is, Davey, is that story's nice, but that 20-year-old you were living in his villain origin stories, and I've been waiting for my time, because now that being like something as a 20-year-old kid, I'm a fucking 28-year-old man. I'm gonna kick your fucking head off. Will Ospreay versus David Richards for the Warrior Wrestling Championship.
But
the following contest is a singles match and is scheduled for 1 fall.
Next up is going to be speed and energy personified.
This is one of the matchups that when it was announced, there was a lot of buzz on it. It's a first time ever matchup. It seems like their styles would mesh so well. They had to have fought before, but no, Joe, it's not happened yet. We're bringing it to you here at Warrior 20.
Introducing first, from Miami, Florida. Weighing in at 155 pounds, the Major League Blessing, Ruby Blast, Navarro.
Well, Casey Navarro says he's blessed. I respectfully disagree. I don't think Casey Navarro is that good. And part of the reason of that is that #1 contender's medallion that he won a couple of events ago that pretty much guarantees him a shot sometime down the line at Will Ospreay.
And when you have such an opportunity on the horizon, that's just got to be in your mind all the time.
And to win that medallion, he beat Brian Cage, Alan Angels, Chandler Hopkins, Dante Martin, and TJP. That's an all-star list.
A victory over even just one of those men would be impressive, Joe.
Well, a win for either of these men here will be impressive. You ever met Speedball Mike Bailey?
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy. I'm really liking the mullet that's coming in very nicely.
Is he going for Pillman levels on that one?
So we've had a discussion about this, and they've had a discussion about this, Joe, and I'll let you know, he would like to someday get the Pillman mullet levels, but with Pillman, it's genetics.
That's
really,
true.
It is.
Well, there's something in Bailey's genetics that I'm a big fan of, because you look at just the speed he possesses, the natural athleticism, the respect for his craft.
Before we begin the festivities tonight, Indianapolis!
Man, it feels good to be back, and I got one question. I want you to be loud, and I want you to be for real. Indianapolis, who's blessed? Hey, listen. Speedball. This is the first time I've ever met. Ladies and gentlemen, Speedball, my family! Man, you're doing something. You're quick. I know a little something about being quick. But Papa Cage is not here tonight. It sucks. But he told me a lot about you. He told me you're quick. He told me you like to throw kicks. And I just want you to know, I got your number, boy. And Speedball, my man! You know what? I'm not even gonna be not fair. I'm gonna be fair, but I want you to be paying attention because I know you're watching tonight. Indianapolis, you ready to be blessed right now? Let's do it.
Well, Will Ospreay is not in attendance here this evening. Of course, he has commitments all around the world, from Warrior to New Japan and all points in between. But Casey, with the power of that medallion, could challenge Will Ospreay at any point in time when they're both in the same building together. And it's an important momentum match here if Casey can get through Speedball Mike Bailey. But Veda, that's a very big if.
Yeah, and Casey, though, seems very, very confident from the smile to he said, Speedball, I have your number. Which, again, this is a first-time ever match. I don't even think these two have met before today. Whoa.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't met Speedball till a couple of weeks ago. Ostracized from the U.S. wrestling scene because of some paperwork issues, but Speedball, I know, was perfecting his craft all over the world and making the best of a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah, long tours of Japan, particularly with DDT Pro Wrestling, long tours of Europe, and then, of course, all over Canada. He's someone who has wrestled Will Ospreay himself. So for Casey Navarro, I think this is a big test, but Navarro doesn't seem phased at all, which I guess there's that confidence you were talking about, Joe.
Casey's had a couple of big matchups recently. Myron Reed at Warrior 18, and a couple of months before that, a very competitive outing with Alex Shelley. But things did not go the way that Casey wanted to when he and Brian Cage took on the acclaimed Caster and Bowens a month ago. Veda, I know you were there to witness that firsthand.
Yeah, Brian Cage is sort of, it seems like taking Casey Navarro on as like a kind of a protege, even though maybe it's a physical mismatch. I think their attitudes are quite similar in terms of like just going for excellence. And Brian Cage is someone who knows Speedball Mike Bailey very well. They have fought a number of times around the world. So I have to wonder if, well, Joe, I don't know. It feels like everything that Mike Bailey is doing, Casey Navarro is a step ahead. And as someone who has seen every Mike Bailey match, I'm not used to this at all.
Veda, Casey switched directions 4 times in about 30 seconds, but he got his chest knocked off with that round kick. My God. You know, Casey can move and dazzle and outsmart you, but Bailey, with that discipline, 4th degree black belt in Taekwondo, sometimes all he needs is one shot to change the mood.
Yeah, years and years in Taekwondo training, boxing training, catch wrestling training. In Japan, he started to just, for fun, just go to just catch grappling sessions.
The handprints of Casey Navarro on the back of Mike Bailey, by the way. His match got physical early.
Oh, stomp to the chest.
And Speedball is mounting the ring stairs.
Oh, double knee drop off the steps. Flattening Casey Navarro.
Are you surprised to see this matchup taken this far outside the ring this early?
You know, both of these men are innovative in their offense, and I think part of that includes just using any part of the building that you can. And Navarro is someone who has been just making a name for himself everywhere that he can. Mike Bailey, I can tell you personally, because I was there as well. We were in San Francisco yesterday wrestling, so he had to travel on a 6-hour flight today, but I know that Casey Navarro, he had some travel issues too. So both of these men aren't exactly well rested, and they're still going for it. There's a cover.
I love how expertly Bailey is weaponizing his knees, driving them into the anatomy of Casey and driving the wind out of Casey, which will negate the speed. Now the half-Boston crowd, and notice the positioning of Speedball's knee into the lower back to torque that body.
Well, you're exactly right, because if we're looking at like just compressing the lungs, but also if you can get your back, if you get someone's back to start spasming a little bit, there's no more jumping, there's no more leaping, none of that.
Can you speak to how Speedball maybe feels he gets an extra advantage somehow by choosing to compete barefoot?
So we've discussed this before, because a lot of people don't get it, and I don't necessarily understand it myself, because I would think, oh no, like, you know, you step on like a little tiny pebble and your foot hurts. To him, because of the years of Taekwondo training, he never wears shoes to do that. You don't wear shoes when you're training. he's just gotten so used to it. And he feels that it helps his flexibility. He's used to it. To him, it's like wearing shoes. I have no other way to say it because it still feels kind of crazy to me.
So it's his comfort zone.
It is his comfort zone, yes.
That's where he feels at his most comfortable. Oh, there's some handprint
reciprocation. That's not a comfortable zone to be in. Oh, back chop. Okay. Those hurt. Those hurt so much more, Joe, than a regular chop.
And I want you to look at the body language of both these men, how heavy Casey's breathing. And Speedball welcoming the retaliation. Look at the blood vessels bursting all over the bodies of both these men.
Okay, bringing it on. Oh! What's worse than a back chop? A kick to the spine.
And you know what? It's not illegal. Casey opened his back up.
Oh!
But Casey fired back. And you got to wonder, somewhere on Fight TV, Mr. GMSI himself, Brian Cage, is watching, and I'm sure he'll have some notes for Casey Navarro, mini Cage, following this matchup, win, lose, or draw.
Like I was saying, Joe, if there's someone who knows Mike Bailey, it's Brian Cage. And I don't know if they've got. Oh!
Nice.
Red!
No near fall.
If Navarro and Cage have worked out at least some of their differences, I don't know if there was like a scouting report or what, but if I'm going to wrestle someone who I've never been in the ring with before, I ask around. You know, I ask around, what do you know about them?
Yeah. Well, if Speedball can defeat, well, wait a minute.
Whoa. Speedball, though, saw that one coming.
Casey was looking for that Halo DDT he likes to utilize, but Bailey either had it scouted or could sense impending doom, and with Casey prone, Bailey soars.
Connecting.
Into the near fall.
Look at that. There is bloody welts coming up on the back of Mike Bailey, but you can also see the same happening to the back of Casey Navarro.
Literally skin-breaking strikes from both men.
What?
Oh, measured him a bit too long. And Casey fighting back.
Shot for shot. Once, and that handprint is just in full relief on the back.
And Bailey may have had a tooth loosened. And Casey's saying, give it right back to me. I dare you to knock me down.
Oh!
They are rocking each other with these shots. Two men that have fought the odds their whole careers are beating the hell out of each other here at Warrior Wrestling 20.
Oh, right to the ribs.
And Casey has proven many times there's no match for the quickness of the legs of Speedball, but Casey looking to fire back. And, the smart move by Speedball.
And this is just, once again, it seems like Casey Navarro has Speedball either incredibly well scouted or, again, maybe he has some information. What a dive, sending Speedball all the way nearly back into the steps.
And not wasting time, once Speedball back in the ring, but Speedball, amazing recovery.
Triangle moonsault, Navarro inside.
What a battle this is.
Navarro.
Casey responds. This is Impact X Division versus the MLW Middleweight Division, and it's full throttle.
And I'm not gonna repeat exactly what the fans here are chanting, but you can hear them. You know what they're saying.
They're saying, wow, jeepers.
Oh, golly, what a match.
And you gotta believe there's some expletives going through the minds of both these men as they lay on this floor. You knew it'd be competitive. You knew it'd be high octane. You knew it'd be full of adrenaline. But could this be a count out? You'd hate to see it end that way. Speedball's got some red on his face. I'm not sure if that's blood from himself or Casey or what. But Speedball's back in.
Yeah, Navarro's still on the outside.
See, check out that cheek of Speedball, maybe split open. But both men have to shake the cobwebs, and it's Navarro sensing an opportunity.
Oh!
Navarro comes through with a 305. Oh, that's Jesus piece, but Bailey counters. Casey was looking to finish this thing off. Bailey's looking to knock off a man entitled to a title shot. That'll put Bailey in title contention.
Hooking the Flamingo driver here.
No. That waist lock, Bailey trying to break it, can.
Oh!
Unbelievable.
Moonsault double knees.
That vertical leap puts so much velocity on the impact. Oh, in the back of the head. Is Bailey gonna do this? No.
So close.
Oh, it's gotta be one of the most competitive matchups in our 20-event history.
Bailey up top, maybe signaling for that ultimate weapon, those shooting star double knees. If he hits this, it is over. But wait, Navarro saw it coming.
Oklahoma roll, but couldn't do it. Bailey's used the knees expertly this whole matchup. Maybe one time too many. Casey traps him in a victory roll, but no. Still lightning fast pace. There's the Halo DDT. Casey Navarro, determined look on his face, but Bailey survives. Jesus piece.
Is this it?
No, Bailey pushes off. Ow.
Spinning back kick to the head.
That's incredible. Watching Speedball move with such grace and fluidity.
Hooking that Flamingo driver once again.
Casey may be knocked down. Oh. Will this be all? Wow.
That
is it. That's big. You can look at Speedball's eyes. He knows it's big.
Incredibly competitive match. Speedball, Mike Bailey with his first win here in Warrior Wrestling. And Casey Navarro, though, he said at the start of the match, Joe, I have your number. And time and again, it really seemed like he did.
Well, Casey has scouted this. Casey has prepared those training sessions with Brian Cage, you have to believe. And that will to want to move on to challenge Will Ospreay, but maybe Speedball's name will be in that conversation as well. If I'm part of that rankings committee for Warrior Wrestling, I'm keeping a close eye on the result of this matchup.
Speedball with his hands on that medallion, which to be clear wasn't in the mix, but you're right, Joe. If you defeat the holder, you would think that you maybe have a
It wasn't on the line, but certainly a lot of clout comes with beating the man that holds it. Speedball showing, wait a second here. Okay. One thing about Speedball, he's an incredibly respectful young veteran. He's seen every shape and size. And I think Speedball's one of those guys, he just loves to be in the fight. And that victory, icing on the cake, I think we'll see a lot more Speedball. Where does Casey Navarro go from here?
Yeah, you know, this has to just sort of... You were saying Brian Cage must be watching. I don't know how this is going to play into their relationship, because when Brian Cage is here, KC is kind of representing the unit here, and he seems really shaken by that loss.
I sense disappointment, some despondency, maybe some doubt.
Well, quite honestly, he said, Will Ospreay, I hope you're watching, and now that's not what you want to show Will Ospreay, but the toughness of Casey Navarro, that to me, I think that speaks to itself.
You can't take it. I mean, Casey and Speedball, we got a lot more to come, Beta, but I know a lot is going to happen here tonight. This match, very, very tough to follow.